So we're going to be going through our ceramic coating process, and we have a brand new Countryman that the customer wanted the best possible gloss and protection, so we're going to be coating it. So we always start with the initial walkthrough, and we see quite a bit of bird droppings here. It's going to be a non-issue, but one thing we noticed is just how contaminated the paint was. Just take a listen. So we're going to take care of that with clay barring it later, but first, tires and wheels. So we're going to apply a tire-specific cleaner to remove any grease or oils that could be on the tire and agitate it. The reason we do this is to promote maximal adhesion for our tire sealant later down the road, which is a much longer lasting tire shine. The product that we use is Dark Side, and it lasts about 3 months. So then we start with the rims. We sprayed a cleaner before we were able to film it, but here we're just agitating it and getting it all cleaned up. As for the rinsing, if you don't properly remove all the chemical can etch onto the rim and you might have to replace it. So you have to be very careful with this step. And we do all these steps for all 4 tires. Pre-washing. This is what really separates us from your typical car wash. We're trying to remove every last bit of dirt, grime that's on the paint before we even touch it. So no matter how good your technique is, if your car is filthy and we go onto a contact wash, we're gonna inevitably push that dirt along your paint and scratch it. This step is very crucial. You wanna make sure you rinse everything out, including all the window seals. The dirt is just hiding everywhere. So this is a fun bit. This is where we start foaming the car before the contact wash. So here I'm using Car Pro Descale, which is a higher pH car soap, and that's going to be more intensive on the paint, and that's great for what we need because we're trying to get this paint as clean as possible and decontaminated. For the contact wash, we actually use a brand new microfiber than your standard wash mitt, is because we found it safer than your wash mitt. After each panel or section, we flip the microfiber and we have a clean slate to work on. So the technique we're using for the contact wash is side to side as much as we can to avoid any scratches. So this is the last step of decontaminating the paint. Here I'm using a synthetic clay mitt with iron remover as a lubricant, and I am removing the last little bit of roughness, which is caused by small little contaminations in the paint that you just can't get rid of with a typical wash. And we go throughout the entire car with this, and after this the car is going to be as clean as possible. This is the final rinse off, and we have to dry the car. And there's a technique to drying. We don't want to apply any pressure because the towels that we use are high GSM, and these towels just want to soak up all that water. So there's no reason to apply any extra pressure. So we're on our paint correction stage, and we're using Sonic's Perfect Finish and a Rupa's Yellow Pad with a dual action polisher, and this combination just gives you a great high gloss finish and removes about 50% of the scratches. We want to get this paint perfect. Even though it's brand new from the factory, it may have imperfections, so we're going to go throughout the entire car and get it perfect before we seal it with the ceramic coating. Now we're going to prep all the windows, get them all cleaned up, and we're going to put tire shine on the tires, and finally we're going to put panel prep. So we're using a specific panel prep that works in conjunction with the ceramic coating that we're going to be using. And the ceramic coating that we're going to be using is Adam's Graphene Ceramic Coating. This is an 8-year coating, and we're going to apply this in a crosshatch pattern to make sure the entire surface is covered with the coating and we don't have any dry spots. So you can see where we applied it. So we know when we can wipe it when the ceramic coating starts rainbowing or sweating, and I'm wiping it here with a very fine nap towel just to kind of spread it around, not to remove it. And then once I finish that, I go with a regular microfiber with a higher GSM to remove any of the high spots that I notice. After we coat the entire car, here's the finished result.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females made you just touching me,